In July 1952, the number of Allied aircraft in Scandinavia has been significantly reduced, and I'm starting to feel comfortable getting our jet fighters operational and supporting the attempt of breaking through to what I believe somebody in the comments mentioned is Lillehammer, the supply hub that we're trying to conquer, and that'll collapse the Norwegian front. So I'm going to start sending the fighters over. We do have good radar coverage at this point, and once they are in place, we will go for air superiority in southern Norway. And yeah, we've got all of them there. So let's get that happening. And then we are going to, there we go. Then we're just going to start contesting this. And they do have 500 fighters from the Czech Republic available. But we'll see how well we can operate over southern Norway. Air detection should be getting better, and I would like the mission efficiency to go up a little bit as well. So let's see how this is going to go once the fighters are actually active. There we go, fighters in the air, and could be better, could be worse. Mission efficiency is going up. And Germany is, I'm sending a lot of equipment to Germany, but we are facing, what are we facing here? 167 enemy fighters, and these are a couple of British, so the British are sending in Yugoslavian and Canadian fighters, but all in all, we have supremacy in the air, which means we are going to, and now we're drawing, drawing supply from the supply hub here, I believe, due to the fighters in the air. Yeah, the Trondheim naval base is not having sufficient supply to run all that. We'll upgrade it since we're here, but for eventual operations. Let's just get that done. But we'll launch the offensive anyway. The divisions should be ready. So we'll go in and try to push towards the Lillehammer supply hub, and that should collapse the front lines. Also, there are a couple of railway lines that are still in need of getting connected. The Norland supply hub also is a little, given that the Germans are now here, is a little overburdened. So we'll decide not to supply the Germans. While it's nice that they're here, they are starting to strain my supply routes. Okay, we've got, we are fighting Americans, and why are we fighting Americans here? This looked more like Swedish divisions, but okay. Anyway, turns out in the end most of them are Americans. But we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can break this position here and push through towards the supply hub. And once that falls, there's not really an awful lot else going on. So we should now have, yes, we have aerial superiority, which is going to give them a debuff on defense. Yeah, on defense. Plus we've got the railway guns up. So I think the mountaineers can push through this without too much trouble, and we can break through here and get into, I think the Germans are moving off again now. Oh no, there's a little naval invasion happening. Okay, I think that was just a lost New Zealand, that's not even New Zealand, that's British Malaya. Lost division, even the Germans can hold that. And if they can't reinforce in time, then I think we will manage to break through here. And once we've broken through and taken the supply hub, we'll let them starve for a bit. And then we will try to clean up the northern flank and see if we can take the rest of Norway and all the way up to the gap. But that's still ways ahead. For now, we are defeating the last New Zealand armored division here. That is getting pushed out, and we can actually 100% pierce that. So that's not a huge problem. Despite this, it's just a light tank division up in the mountains. So we are moving in with the And then we'll leave 2 divisions behind and then continue to Lillehammer. We should be able to hold the mountains here with relative ease. And we might even be able to... I just need supply. I'll wait until the supply hub is active, and then we can swoop north, cut that all off and destroy it. And then I think the flank here has been broken. Okay. Counterattack, immediate counterattack, obviously. That would be probably the Americans, but I don't think they will have much success. I'll leave another division here just to defend and just to make sure we're holding this position here. But I think we can push forward towards the supply hub, and that should be once we have defeated again the exhausted New Zealand Armored Division. That should do the trick. How's the air situation in the meantime? Air situation, okay, they have brought additional air firepower in from all over the Allies, but I am tempted to, given that we have a very favorable kill-death ratio here so far of what is this, like 12-13. I'm gonna leave the fighters up for now, and we're gonna start depleting some of the Allied air power. So our jet fighters should be doing a decent job here, and the defense so far from the counterattack is holding. So we can push forward, take the supply hub, and consolidate the supply lines. And once the railway here is connected, I think this connects straight up there, if I'm not mistaken. By the looks of it, yeah, it connects straight there. So it should be clear. Even though we are currently out of supply, and this is only a forest tile, but it's a forest province, but it's flanked by the rivers from 2 sides, so we should be able to hold it even without supply for a little bit until the supply hub is consolidated. And this is just most of the divisions are pinned here at the moment from the assault, and only 1 division can actually actively engage due to the combat width. But now we are they keep reinforcing. They're trying to keep us pinned here to reinforce the supply hub, but I don't think it's going to work. How's the aerial superiority working out so far? Still pretty good. 1-to-7 kill ratio at this point. They have sent in some reinforcements. Air detection could still be better, but mission efficiency is relatively high. I am going to get... I should be able to get additional ground crews in. Let me see. Usually I can. Oh, there it is. More ground crews. Let's get a 10% mission efficiency boost. Let's send in some more ground crews. And we just have to manage to hold off the counterattacks while we are pushing forward here. To take the supply hub, that is kind of essential, so we'll have to get there before the reinforcements do. But I think the counterattack is almost petered out. Nope. And they have sent yet another division in. But I think we've got it at this point. We'll leave this division here. They should be able to hold that. We'll leave 2 divisions here, and the other 4 are going to push in. So I think they have lost that engagement. How's the air battle going? I'm tempted to leave the air battle running, and given that we're just massacring the enemy air force here at this point, and the losses on our side are very light. Okay, another Swedish division has managed to get there, but and there are more planned naval invasions, potentially around Narvik. Actually, I might send somebody up to Narvik just to hold that. If they are planning more invasions in Norway, I might actually send additional divisions over. Let's get that there as well. Can you take the train? Okay. And I think we should have it unless they can manage to reinforce. No, we've overrun a division, and we are obviously instantly getting counterattacked by a significant amount of enemy forces. But I think once we have the supply hub under our control, then we will be able to continue from here on. I might just try to push across the river here. And now the Americans just reinforced. Okay, let the divisions recover a little bit. If we could push across the river, get a foothold on the other side of the river, that would be good before they can entrench significantly over there. So let's get a new order going. We do want to take Bergen and the rest of northern Norway. So that's happening. But first we need to wait for the supply hub to be connected, and I can send another. I'm going to shrink the front line for the 3rd Army Mountain Divisions. And why is it so large? And let's get it shrunk. Okay, it's somehow stuck there. Okay, let's remove that. Let's remove that front line and get the 2 mountain divisions back on. There we go. And I do want to get that shrunk, but I don't think I can actually. Yes, I will have to delete it. Okay, in that case, 3rd Army fresh front line here. And no, not all of you. That's not what I wanted. I would like you 6 to have a front line here. Yes, there we go. And to take Bergen and the river line. That's your objective. Everybody else, please remain on your front lines. Okay. We can send the railway guns south. I just want to wait for the supply connection to be completed, and that's going to take 8 days. If we can, in fact, actually what we can do in the meantime is we can do an attempt here with 2 of the fresher divisions to break through here and see if we can close this gap. Because if we can close this gap, these divisions in the north are going to be encircled. So we'll see if we can, with some reinforcements, push across the river here, because right now the divisions they are relatively exhausted. So if we can manage that and we can support the attack from the other side, we can cut off some divisions in the mountains in the north here potentially. And all of that, we are still fighting the enemy air force, but they are taking horrendous losses at this point. So we do have 100% mission efficiency, good air detection, and I don't think they will survive that for very long. So we'll see if we can grind down the Allied Air Force here a little bit, and we will see. Why are you not taking the trains? Please take the trains if you can. I would love to have a couple more defenses along the coastline at this point, given the kind of shenanigans that they're getting themselves into. Okay, we are getting counterattacked by some American tanks here, but I think we pretty much have them pushed across the river. So let's make sure that works. I think this can hold. This is in the mountains, so this should be relatively easy. The bigger question is, can we push up here without supply? But I think we're making it across here, and provided that we are going to be able to hold that. That is the question. Some reinforcements will come in. we can then start the assault on the other side as well. 2 divisions on our side. They are getting attacked quite viciously, but we're bringing 2 more in. And despite the fact that they're completely out of supply, once that's up and running in 4 days, they will have supply. And we can support that assault from the other side once we are getting to the assault. Right now we are just we're just holding. So I'm gonna get these 2 divisions to assault here. You to support. You to support, and you to support from the other side. Let's see if we can break this. It's a fair amount of troops here, a fair amount of Swedish troops, but we'll see if we can manage to break this. Otherwise, we'll remain. Otherwise, we'll hold position until we have supply. So it's only going to be a couple more days, 3 more days. Getting counterattacked here by an American armored division. But you help here, and you help here as well. Okay, we're back in the game, and it looks like we'll be able to break them with some support from across the river from the other side, and that would mean these divisions here are encircled. No naval invasions right now, but we do have a couple of naval battles. It looks like the Allies are using the northern routes much more frequently now. So we are starting to sink a lot of transports on the northern routes here, and I would not be surprised if these were invasion transports. So we'll see. They're also planning an invasion in Poland. They usually do, but if they do, we'll kick them back into the ocean. We appear... Okay, the Germans are holding here, but I appear to have lost my fallback lines here. Not sure what happened to those. Those 3 divisions... these are different armies as well. Those divisions, please return to... we do need to hold that. That would be lovely. Lots of American troops here. That's what we're building the... and you, can you get up there please as well? That's what we're building the... that's what we're building the tanks for. The specialized armored vehicles. The Crocodile to get across the river line. How far along are we away? 1 more day. And then we'll have supply here. But I think we are pushing them out into the cauldron. And then we'll just hold until the supply situation has normalized. How's the air looking? Air battle going well. We are we're still at 1 to 10 kill death ratio, and most actually higher because some of them are due to accidents. So. That is relatively good, and I think we have yes, we've got it connected. So now we can actually start wearing down these divisions here with some support from there and from there. And you stay. Yeah, no. One of you move over, maybe? Yeah, one has been defeated, so we do need to move over. And because they are trying to break out, you can support the assault here as well. And you support the assault there. Okay, now I think we've got everybody engaged now. We just need to make sure we're holding this position here, because they are trying to push out for obvious reasons. Oh, they've pushed out. That's unfortunate. Please make sure you reclose this position as quickly as possible. We do not want to lose this position. Okay. Pin in the north. I think the north has actually been defeated. Just make sure that that we get to close that before they manage to move out. So okay, we have closed it again. We just need to make sure that we are that we're not letting them out here. Okay, I think... who are you getting assaulted by? Okay, the Americans are pushing in force here from the south, trying to reopen the... Okay, we'll send one division here, we'll send one division as reinforcements, and we'll send... we don't need that many of you, we'll send some south here as well. Okay, you south. We do need to try and hold here while we are closing the gap there. And dealing with the encircled divisions. Okay, I think they're going to get overrun. We just have to make sure we are holding the position here and before the Americans manage to break them out again. Ah, come on! The Americans. How's the air situation? Air situation still good. They are sending reinforcements, but they're getting shredded. So for now, I'm going to stick with that. And I do need to get these positions closed here. So let's get everybody back across the river. And you as well. And you back here. And you as well across. And the Americans keep breaking them out, which I am not particularly in favor of. So we do have to make sure that we get the cauldron closed again. We're still on the defense here from some allied troops. Ah, they're breaking out. I don't want them to break out. Come on. There's 8 divisions up there. Can we overrun them? We should be able to. I think we managed the overrun. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we managed the overrun. Yes, I think we did. Okay, so that was a successful operation. Now we're going to get the front lines resorted, and we're going to get the... And once that's all stabilized, then we're going to get the mountain troops concentrated once more, and we will try to push across. But for now, we are holding the supply, and the Americans are not, which means that these troops here in the north are going to be in trouble. Now everybody else obviously here is still supplied via Oslo, but everything here in the north is not. So we should be able to cut across towards Bergen and take the north of Norway, and that's where I want to concentrate next. How did that situation look? Okay, we are sort of stable again, but massive attacks this time from the Danish troops as well. So they are still trying to push us back significantly, but we will hold the line and make this work. Let's have a quick look of what we've destroyed here. Mexican convoys and 8 British convoys. I'm not sure if these British convoys are troops. They could be trade convoys, maybe from Norway to the UK. I'm not sure what they're trading with. Talking about trade, by the way, I do need to lessen my trade laws. How far can I go down? I can probably go down 1. The biggest issue is going to be aluminium and rubber. So I can probably go down to... limited exports. That's going to be 25%. And I think 25% I can... Yeah, 25% should be fine. That'll allow the Germans to start importing some goods from me, which is kind of necessary. And I am not sure why we are giving up the front lines here, but let's get everybody rearranged along your front lines. Yeah. We are being pushed back here. Just get some reinforcements in there, please, and get the railway guns out of there. I'm not sure why this was left open, but it could be that some of the troops are on the move and sorting themselves out in terms of who's holding which front lines. So it's a little bit of a communications issue at times. But let's see if we can get the troops in there just in time. And we are still grinding down Allied aircraft in vast numbers. I mean, look at the losses. Pretty devastating. How's our stockpile in terms of jet fighters? Holding. So we can. This is sustainable, and we have managed to not sink a transport. I am disappointed, but this is sustainable. So this is a good place actually to start grinding down Allied air power. And let's just see if we can get the lines restored. We're still building up radar stations in Schleswig-Holstein, but we're also starting to build more factories. So hopefully, let me take a quick look. How are we on everything? I think we can start scaling down AA and the AA as well a little bit. Let's take 2 factories of AA. We've got lots of AA and artillery, and I think Germany is stocked as well. Trucks I'm going to keep doing, and trains, because I am sending these to Germany regularly. The same with support equipment. But we have a good amount of mechanized equipment now as well, so I can probably scale these down too. And that starts bringing some factories in for the armored production. In fact, 5 is probably going to be enough. And that brings some factories in for the armored production as well, so that's good. Anyway, let's get this all sorted and make sure that we probably want motorized supply from here. Are we on logistics actually? Yeah, we're good. And nobody's naval invaded in the meantime, so okay, we've got divisions in just in time, so now we'll get into holding the lines, and I might be able to. Trondheim is what's the Trondheim railway network not improved? I thought I did that. I thought I did improve the Trondheim railway network. Not sure. I mean, there's a lot of damaged railway networks, but there should have actually been more supply from the Trondheim one. We should have everything connected at this point. Where are the bottlenecks here for this one? No, it's 20 from level 2. Oh, it's damaged, that's why. Okay, but we can, I think, start allowing the Germans to get supplied here as well. So let's get the German troops here supplied, since they are helping out. And once the repairs are affected, then this will all work itself out. Now I do need to make sure that that I get the divisions in place. Oh, this is tempting. Yeah, this is very tempting. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this assault going and shorten the front line, and then we can cut this off as well. I just want to get everybody entrenched and then relocate the mountain troops, probably about here-ish, and we'll see if we can push our way across the river towards Bergen. Just cut everything up in the north, deal with it, and make short work of this. And I think we've got it. So I do leave one division behind here, because this is probably assaultable from the south. But I think we have that. Yep, we have, which means we can now clean up. We can now clean up this this encirclement. That's another 4 divisions gone. And then, yep, there they go. And then the you can stay actually. And then we'll have a shortened front line. And I would say so far I am very happy with this air campaign. We are grinding down Allied fighters over the area, and that eventually will reduce the concentration of air force that they have here. I'm not actually sure from where they're sending them, because we are holding a fair amount of territory over here. But They might just be at the edge. I'm not. They might be coming from Stavanger as well as the Swedish airports. So I wouldn't be surprised. So maybe clearing up Scandinavia is going to also sort out the problem of air force over the Danish territories. Let me try and shorten this front line here. Is this gonna work? Come on. Not quite. Maybe I can shorten the other one. Can we get that reduced to only here? Yes, that's better. Okay, so we've got we've got 9 divisions. We've got 9 divisions of the 3rd. That's probably a little bit few. So we might send a couple more out. We are sending a couple more out. And we can actually align the front line here now as well. And get these divisions assigned here. And delete that fallback. And have a regular front line. Alright. I might send one more. Where are the naval bases? We've got 2 here and 1 in Narvik. A second one in Narvik. So let's get that moving. I'll send some of the old divisions to Narvik, and these divisions should be on this front line. Okay, better. There we go. And now we can. I think we have almost. Yeah. Now we'll just wait for the divisions to get into their positions, and then we can prepare the next assault. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. So let's shrink the. Why are there 8 divisions on this front line? That's too many. Let's try and shrink the front line here a little bit more maybe. There we go. And we want to start assaulting here, so we'll go through that. Okay, let's just clear up the divisions here. What was it? Control right click? Yes, I do want only the mountain divisions, so this one and this one need to be on the regular front line. There we go. Okay, we've got 13 divisions on the line. I think that's going to be sufficient to hold that. And we're going to concentrate the mountain divisions for the Northern Norway offensive operation, to cut off the rest of the troops in the mountains and effectively capture everything up to including Bergen, and then we'll see how we go from there. I would say some successes here. The Denmark position is still strenuous. Still, the Americans are still charging us like absolute madmen, and there are lots of Japanese and proper American divisions and Danish divisions here. So we're definitely going to be needing the amphibious tanks, and once they have been researched, the Amtraks. So we'll get that done. We're building the military factories now, so there's going to be a lot of that. And we'll continue the air campaign in southern Norway, although I think we have actually ground them down pretty much. There's not much left, so I think I can let the air wings. I'll get the air wings to pause for now, and yeah, I'll get the air wings to pause for now. Last thing I want to check today: am I actually using the right? Yeah, centralized control is what I want, and aircrew surveys for a reduced accident chance sounds good as well. Yeah, that's what I want. So, oh yeah, we might want to change out the advisors actually, because we have so he's all right for all weather, but we do have a naval reformer. We can go for a naval maneuver. Yeah, let's do that. That'll improve our submarine operations, which have been rather successful in sinking British convoys, despite the British trying to do something about it. And in sinking, obviously, still, these are our convoys. Why are we having convoys? That is an interesting question. That needs answering. Why are we running convoys? There should not be any convoys. Why are they my convoys in the western approaches? Going where exactly? To Germany? I don't even export anything. I don't see any trade routes. I am not sure. I mean, I do need to leave the Norwegian coast open for my submarines to operate. But other than that, everything's blocked off. So I'm not sure why my convoys are out there. But, well, stranger things have happened. Anyway, successful operation in Scandinavia. And we've done, if we scroll past, yeah, we've done some serious damage to the Allied troops in the north. And more importantly, we are doing some serious damage to the Allied air force in the north. So I am actually going to keep hunting these guys, and once we get them up in the air, because we do have good radar coverage everywhere, so we can actually split the wings. Select half, go here, so we can shoot down the and we're going for daylight operations only at this point, because that's probably sufficient. And it looks like we can keep hunting them here and wearing them down, really, and see if we can just destroy as many of the Allied fighters as possible. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time when we continue sinking stuff and go away. Sinking stuff and conquering Scandinavia with the goal to eventually take over northern Germany, but we still need more planes for that one.